Okay guys, so what I want to talk about today is exactly how to get clients for your social media marketing agency. I'm going to be talking about 3 different little known ways that I find that not a lot of people talk about. And I think this is going to bring some massive value to you, especially if you're starting out. This is something that I've kind of found just through looking through Facebook groups and just doing my own research on things that I find helps me. And actually one of these ways is actually what I use primarily to get clients. So I'm going to be talking about this 3 different ways, and the first one that we have here is Craigslist. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the city that you're from. So you're going to go to Craigslist, and for here I'm just using the example of LA. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to marketing PR ad. This is usually where businesses post up any jobs or gigs they might need for someone that's ideally looking for social media marketing. So typically what I do to make this a very seamless and very fast process is I press here telecommute and contract. Now this is personally what I do, just to kind of make it easier and kind of just sift through everything fast. But you can actually go through every single one of them. I might have missed some that maybe don't fit in this category, but could be good good prospects. So here, right off the bat, this is actually not very rare to see. Like, what you'll start to see is that there's a lot of opportunities. So I'm not surprised that there was a Facebook ads and paid media ninja job coming up right here. We're gonna press that. All right, $20 an hour. Looking for a contractor, and telecommunicating is okay. So right here, this could be a potential gig right here. Especially if you're starting out, this could be right up your alley, something that you're looking for. And what I pressed on to get here, by the way, is marketing, advertising, and PR. And another option that you could also do, I'm not sure if many people are aware of it, but here, let me just get to that main screen. Okay, so now that you're on this main screen here, I chose marketing, PR, and ad, but one thing that you could also do is press web, info, and design. And this is going to be kind of similar stuff. Here, I'm not really seeing a lot of stuff for social media marketing, but sometimes I will see it pop up. Again, what I do is just go to telecommute and contract. Alright, SEO analyst, if you're into SEO and you do that. Search engine marketing, if you know AdWords, PPC, and all that stuff, this could be an option for you. You just click on here, go through kind of just like all the details, and some of these might be for jobs. I honestly think it might be worth a try to just send an email. It never hurts to try. It'll only take you a couple minutes to just conjure up an email and then send it over. But those are the main ones that I would try to find prospects in. And again, they're marketing and PR and web, info, and design. And the next one is LinkedIn, and this is the one that I personally use, and most of my prospects come from using this platform here. And the biggest tips I would give, and you can see this in the other video that I did, if you haven't already, then go ahead and check it out. It's in my channel. I talk about specifically how to get clients using LinkedIn, but just kind of like a brief summary. It's not going into detail at all. The big things is picking a niche. Very important, picking a niche, creating a great profile. I talk about that in depth in the other video, and then downloading Linked Helper to automate everything. And here's kind of a brief overview. There's other videos on this that I've put up, but just to give you like a quick insight into what this looks like. Usually what I do is I download Linked Helper, which is this app that you're seeing here. Here's what it looks like on the Chrome extension, Linked Helper. And what it does is it's able to collect connections in a niche that I choose. So what it'll do is it'll collect that, put it into a list, and then I'll be able to invite those people and even automate the very first message that comes out. So I'll be able to custom tailor. As you put the first name on there, you can put the company, the position. So what I'll be able to do is put up a list, collect about 1,000 or so emails. 1,000 or so connections. Press invite and even automate that first initial message, so that it kind of just streamlines the whole process and kind of puts it on automate while you're focusing on other efforts like finding other ways of prospecting, maybe doing cold calling, or even fulfilling on the clients that you already have. So this is something that is a huge opportunity. I'm not seeing a lot of people talking about it recently. There are more videos coming up about it. There are more people releasing courses about it, but it's not very widely used yet. Alright, so this is the very small window of time where you can take advantage of this, and I would highly suggest doing that. So the next one that we have here is cold email with a twist. So what I see a lot of people use is using something like, for example, D7 Lead Finder. That was a very huge and popular platform that people were using to gather lists of business owners and cold emailing them. And that is still definitely an option. It used to be free, now it's a paid platform where you can essentially pay a monthly subscription and you get access to emails it's basically like a scraper. It'll scrape emails in certain niches. So if you want dentists in LA, you can scrape those emails and then put it into a email service provider where you can send out an email blast to those businesses for a sequence of days or even weeks, depending on how big your sequence is. But what I do, and what I found to be a really good option that I find that no one is talking about, is going on pages where business owners are already paying for the service. So for example, the businesses that you see here, they're paying to be listed on here. Like, they're paying, I would say, I've heard one business owner say $1,500, which is essentially our management fee, and they get to keep their data and they have more control over the lead generation system. So as you can see here, we go. These are all very good prospects. They've been qualified as people who are currently spending advertising dollars, and trust me, you do want to go after these people who already have a budget. Trust me, I can tell you from experience that it's much better to go after these people because they'll give you less of a hassle, because essentially what you're doing is putting it from one platform, putting their advertising dollars from one platform to another. And that's more effective than getting someone to just kind of buy into the whole advertising thing and why it's effective for their business. And you kind of just don't want to go through that. It's a little bit harder, I feel, especially because they're not really used to not only advertising but handling these leads. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit too much compared to just going to these qualified leads who have already shown to spend advertising dollars. So what you'll do is you'll basically pay a VA on Upwork to scrape these emails, put together a list, and then put together a 5-day email sequence that you'll use using something like Replyify, is something that I use, and emailing these for a sequence of 5 days, and you will get a reply back. This is actually something that I was surprised when I first started using this. I didn't really think that I'd get a reply, but I did. And once you actually do the sequence and get in front of those owners, you will get a reply back. There will be a percentage who will reply to you. So I believe that wraps it up, but I did want to actually mention another platform that you could use, especially if you're more of a beginner. You just want to get your feet wet, you want to put yourself out there as much as possible, get in front of those business owners, get in front of the people that need your services. Then using Upwork is another good platform. Like I said, there's a ton of opportunities all the time. Like if you're doing real estate right here, here's a good opportunity here. Let's see, Facebook ads expert, life insurance leads. All of these you have the opportunity to apply for. And every time I log on, there's always an influx of new jobs being posted. Like I said, this is worldwide. You can narrow it down to just the U.S., but you can expand the filter to worldwide, and there's a ton of different posts being put on there every single day. So I would definitely recommend it if you're looking at different sources of finding leads and prospects. Then go ahead and use Upwork. If you're just starting out, you want to test the waters and see if this works for you, then definitely this is definitely something to try. And that about wraps it up. Like I said, the traffic sources were Craigslist, using LinkedIn, and automating everything. I definitely recommend this one. This one is my favorite one. And then using Yellow Pages or just third-party websites in your niche, whichever one you do decide to choose, and scraping the emails using a VA. You can get it for really cheap, doesn't cost that much, and then using a email service provider like Replyify to send out an email sequence to this list of business owners that you put together. Now, if there's any questions that you have or anything whatsoever that I could help you with, then go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll go ahead and reply to those. Let me know if there's any videos that you recommend, anything, any questions that you might have for me, any comments or anything like that, then go ahead and leave them down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I plan on putting more content like this and just kind of sharing my journey as I build up my social media marketing agency, just kind of documenting everything along the way, all the struggles, all the victories and stuff, and kind of just show you transparency of what it's like to build this thing up and just kind of support each other in that sense. So go ahead and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.